thank you for joining me for this week's Wednesday waffle. Like I said, I'm basically the first time going live. Hello, mate. This is the first time I've gone live on TikTok as well. So seeing how that goes. Keep going. We're letting more viewers know. So welcome back to the Wednesday waffle this week. Last week, where was I last week? Didn't make it last week. Was ridiculously ill last week. And the week before, obviously, I was at Cheltenham, so I was pretty steaming when I did that live. It's been a bit of a break, but we're back with a vengeance. Probably the first thing I want to talk about is this the fleece gilet that I'm wearing here. So this is a Sherpa fleece wool, double-sided, and then it's got the moleskin back of the collar. At the minute, I've just got one of the pin badges that everybody receives when you buy any product, and basically we're happy with this sample now. We've made a couple of adjustments. This is the second gilet that I've had done. I had to go to a different factory to get this one because I just wasn't happy with the quality of the first one. So we're happy with the quality, happy with the workmanship now. Just waiting to see the embroidery tomorrow, and then I'm going to be pushing forward, and we're going to be we'll have them to sell. If you're equine related at all, I'll be at Tweaseldown next weekend. Hopefully the Friday, definitely the Saturday, Sunday. That'll be great. I'll have them there in person then. If you know me from around work or you're around the Windsor area, feel free to get in touch and you can come take a look at some of them. And they'll be posting out the first lot. There will only be 45 being made, and then depending how they go, we might get some more in a month's time or so. But it's very much having to protect the cash flow a little bit at the moment. But if they sell, they sell. And with the small numbers, like is very common with any manufacturer, you need to be able to hit their MOQs. And with this factory, it's 100 of each size in each style. But they have absolutely pulled it out of the bag. They're working with me. They're doing me 15 of each size just to get me going. But the price is it's kind of, I'll probably be looking at making a couple of quid per in this first instance. Maybe, I'll be making a couple of quid. But that's purely because I want to keep the price now, the price that it'll be when I've got enough funds to order 100 of each size, basically. So it's a bit of a test pilot project, but these things, they are flipping gorgeous. Pockets each side, adjustable at the waist and adjustable at the hem. They are flipping gorgeous, man. This is a large, I would wear a medium, but it is flipping beautiful. So that's the gilets. And then next on today's agenda is bloody warm in it as well. Flipping does the job just right. Look at it. It is flipping gorgeous, man. And then, I'll save that till next week's Wednesday waffle to talk about something else, which is pretty flipping smart. I just got, if you're on my Instagram, Lockwood Smocks, I'll be putting up a story after this. I finally got a picture of all the flat caps finished and complete. Mark, like me, has been pretty ill, and having had this illness, I totally get what it's all about. I'm just saying hello to everyone on Snapchat. Hello everyone watching. So this is the Wednesday waffle. It's the first time I've come to TikTok with this. So it's a weekly update of what I'm doing in the company. Bloody good to see you all. But yeah, as I started this on Instagram, I speak to the people over here. But really good being on TikTok, actually. The exponential growth is pretty wild. So those of you over here on Instagram, I started on TikTok a month or so back, but I had probably a few hundred followers, and last week, and then in the last week I've pumped up to just over 1,000 this afternoon. And if it carries on like that, it will overtake my Instagram in a couple of weeks, I would suspect. So anyway, as I was saying, the polo tops. Again, I've sort of started with the polos and the gilets around about the same time. There's a couple of complications with dyeing, getting the right colours, getting the right fabrics for a start. Because the whole way through this, the quality has been the most important thing ever. Because why just knock out a rubbish product? I'm wanting to back British manufacturing, but I ain't going to accept. Whoa, what's going on here? Stuff's happening when I'm doing hand gestures. Anyway, yes, I'm wanting to back British manufacturing, but it's got to be good quality British manufacturing. And that goes right down to selecting the fabrics, even down to, I had a 5-minute conversation on thread colours the other day. Oh my God. And the colours of buttons and the shades of buttons. It's, yeah. But the polos, hopefully I'll have them out at Larkhill with me. And I'm gonna trial them on TikTok Shop, because I got invited to TikTok Shop to be a seller yesterday. And I put my first products on there actually this afternoon, which was quite interesting. Not too sure what to make of it yet. Don't know. I'm testing the waters with it a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. But I'll put a few of the polos will go in the TikTok Shop, and then can we get eyes on the gilet? Of course you can, Sam. It's right here. You missed it. I took it off because it was flipping boiling hot. So at the moment, I've got one of the pin badges on, but they're going to have the embroidery back of the neck and on the breast here. It's like a Sherpa fleece wool. You know what? I forgot to talk about that. But adjustable at the waist and adjustable at the hem. Gorgeous little pockets. And yeah, I had to take it off because it is properly toasty. Moleskin back of the collar. And then green piping, and I've got another one in the works, but I just don't want to talk about that yet. There's going to be 45 available, and this is the second factory that I've had to go to for a sample of the gilets. And yeah, the first one just wasn't quite right. So I found this other factory. These are handmade in Birmingham. Absolutely bloody beautiful. And you know, anyone that knows me, or if you're around the Windsor area, get hold of me and I'd be more than happy to come meet. You can have a look at them. I've nailed it with this one. Really nailed it. So I'm very happy. But what was I talking about? Yeah, the polos. So the polos, I had to do my first ones, blue, red, blue. So quite a cool design. The arms are blue and then the body is red. And then another one, it's blue, red, blue, with the small embroidered guardsman on the chest. And then the brand on the back of the neck, but in black embroidery. So it doesn't stick out with the brand name on the back, but when you get close up you can see it. And they are, you know, the fabric that I've chose is really top quality, and like I says, getting into conversations about stitching colour and button shades was something I never thought I would do. So that's that. And so I think I said about TikTok, how it's absolutely kicked off the last week or so, and that is basically down to this. So this is the Metropolitan smock all black. Obviously, I don't think you can see very well on the quality there, but yeah, an all black smock, full cordura, British manufactured. And then this was a sample made for some armed police that requested it. And yeah, they're yet to see it. Complications with contracts for clothing suppliers, but hey ho, I had the TRF patch on the side, and then I had a guy called Skip Embroidery. You can find him on Instagram. He made me this patch, and then I put that on the arm, and I think it looks really flipping smart. So again, it's sort of a bit of best of both worlds. People say that they like the branding on. I like plain clothing. So I thought by having that Velcro patch, you can have it on or off, whatever you want, you know. But these are flipping beautiful. If you get over to the TikTok or look on the Instagram, you'll see a lot of the videos. Going to be doing another photo shoot them this weekend. I you know, bloody impressed with this. I've got to say my firm favourite is the Hersley, which I've got here next to me, but this is flipping smart. You know, this is something that can be worn anywhere. Whether you're fast roping onto the roof of the bloody Iranian embassy, although they didn't fast rope in, obviously they got the flipping Ford Transits next door, but even whatever, anyway. Whether you're storming the Iranian embassy or, I don't know, going to Millwall away, or just generally flipping, cutting around, that is such a versatile jacket. Each of these will be serial numbered, much like the Breckens at the moment. Yeah, I'm so happy with that. The only difference to this when they post out is the rank slide won't be on it. But I am going to have the Velcro patch on the left arm with the Velcro patch, because I think it looks really smart. And then that brings us on to the Hersley here. I've not been doing a very good job with the marketing. Again, this has all been a learning curve for me. But yeah, this is my favourite one. I wore it all weekend at Morton. I'll probably have it on most of the weekend at Larkhill. The contrasting royal blue outer with a bright red lining, I think it looks really smart. And something that I haven't really been letting people know about, I think, enough, is the tag on the inside. So this little tag here next to the care label, there's a little tiny square tag, and on that is the number of the jacket. So each of these, the first 3 flagships are limited to 50 only. The first 3 flagship jackets are limited to 50 only. This one is number 9, but this one's my one. So you can't have this one. But there are, I think I've got 1 large, 1 medium left. Maybe an extra large or a small, I can't remember exactly. But yeah, so take a look on the website, because these things are flipping gorgeous. You know, yes, we are going into spring, and you know, this is a hybrid wet warm kit piece of equipment. But it always bloody rains in the UK, doesn't it? And I think that's as well something that I've been sort of noticing. A couple of people have been like, oh, you get sweaty and that, you get sweaty and that. And, you know, yeah, well, obviously, yeah, you would get sweaty in a puffer jacket if you started running around in it. And I think that's really where I've not quite, because it looks like a smock. You know, it wouldn't look out of place whether you're wearing a Brecken, a round camp, you know, the Metropolitan. It doesn't look out of place as a normal coat, but it's got that double rubberized membrane on the inside. So this is a 4-ounce PU line nylon, and on the underside of that, on the inside, there's a rubberized membrane. And then the outer is 1,000 denier nylon cordura, the same stuff our Bergens are made of in the military. And on the inside here, you see it's got, you can't really tell from there, but it's a rubberized coating. So it's got a double rubberized membrane on the inside of these jackets. Now that is what makes them so waterproof. Now, of course, something so waterproof, double rubberized membrane, it is not breathable. And I really need to firm that up with people. This is not, you know, it's not your traditional smock. It is a hybrid wet warm kit jacket that will last you, genuinely last you till the end of your career. If you buy one of the civvy ones, you know, it's not going to go through anywhere near as much, you know, punishment as what a Brecon would with a soldier. So they're going to last you years. They're fully, the manufacturing that the ladies down at CQC do in Barnstable, where they're made, is incredible. So just really wanted to reiterate that to everyone. They are a hybrid wet warm kit jacket, built to last and designed by me, a serving senior non-commissioned officer in the Coldstream Guards. And then, so finally, like I spoke about at the beginning, I was invited on to TikTok shop. So my first product I put on there is these bucket hats. This is a medium. I definitely am all day long a large. So we've got the Arnhem maroon one here. I have got quite a big Swede. I am 58, 59 centimetres, where this is more 56. But yeah, so that's the Arnhem. You can pair that with your Arnhem jacket. I think there's one of them left for sale still. I don't know what number it is, but that's from the first run of 50, of which I had 15 made originally, and the last 35 will be out in September. We then got the Churchill. This would look very good for you trout fishermen. Again, on the TikTok shop, search Lockwood Smocks bucket hat, and my absolute firm favourite, the Glastonbury. And if you can see these little silver bits, they are a reflective coating. So when the strobe lights hit, this thing absolutely flipping lights up. So these are on the TikTok shop now. Take a look. I'm still struggling how to link my TikTok shop with my account. So yeah. So I guess that is this week's Wednesday waffle. Nice and short and sharp and swift. I'm just going to look through now and see if there is sort of any questions throughout. And if you've got any questions now, now is your time to speak up. Really. But yeah, and if you don't and you're about to leave, that's me closing off now pretty much, once I've looked through everything. Encourage more views. Number 1, shared the live. Oh wow, people can share the hello Tom Golden, mate. You've pretty much missed the Wednesday waffle, but if you want to re-watch it back, it'll be on YouTube tomorrow, at the same time as when I went live today. I might get out there. I have Glasto bucket. It's epic. Oi oi. But yeah, so any questions, please fire them up. But yeah, that is, let me just look through. Got the number 1. Oh wow, people can share this. That is nuts. Yeah, good day, people on TikTok. Okay, so yeah, I suppose that's a wrap for this week. Good to be back. Now I'm feeling better. It's brilliant talking about the fleeces, polos. Sorry, excuse me. The fleece gilos, the polos that are coming out, the flat caps that are getting delivered imminently, and yeah, the bucket hats on the TikTok shop. We had a photo shoot tonight. Actually, I forgot to talk about it. My lovely fiance turned social media videographer, on top form as always, with minimal stress. So yeah, cool. Thank you all for tuning in. Brilliant to see you all. Where can I buy? So lockwoodsmocks.com, Billy. At the moment, I've got 2 discount codes on for the Brecon smocks. I don't know if you're military, but CG20 and IG20, both uppercase. Yeah, we'll get you £20 off. Yeah, and then the bucket hats, I'm fairly sure you can just search Lockwood Smocks bucket hats and get yourself a neon camo Glasto bucket. I mean, you just saw the light catch it then. Yeah, I mean, I personally like going in cowboy mode with these. That's me absolute firm favourite. But you know, you can go in whatever mode you want. Yeah, right. Me fiance's hungry. She's been out of work all day, as have I. So we're gonna get to that. Good night. God bless, and as always, God save the king. And now, as you build more live experience, you're going to unlock live feats, including multi-guest and co-host.